Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV on transfer deadline day. It is the morning of deadline day and I thought I'd give you a video that is my predictions for today, what Liverpool's incomings will be, what Liverpool's outgoings will be. So I'm going to get straight into it and then I'm going to do some comments and stuff afterwards. As we went live, it started to be revealed that Virgil van Dijk is now looking less and less likely, but I still have confidence that Liverpool can and might and will get something over the line. So, my incomings, I think first and foremost, I've got to put my money on Oxlade-Chamberlain. We've had a £35 million deal agreed with him. We've seen him now in Liverpool kits and Liverpool kit and training gear and stuff as well. We've posted them on our social channels. If you don't follow us on Twitter, at the Redmen TV for breaking news, obviously on Facebook and Volley as well. After Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think the next one that will come through the doors is Thomas Lemar. Now, Monaco are insistent that he's not for sale, but they're also leaking it out that he would be available for £92 million or around about €100 million. So everything that came out last night was he's not for sale, but we'd listen and we'd accept €100 million, which basically means he's for sale and this is his price. And I think Liverpool are working dead hard behind the scenes. Melissa Reddy's just done an article on it about how everything's in place. Liverpool officials are in place. You know, we heard rumours of a plane going over to France, to Clairefontaine, I think it is, where they were doing the training camp and stuff so we could get a medical done last night. Not sure if anything happened with that, but I think Thomas Lemar might come in for Liverpool as well. And then finally, the third one that I'm going to say that Liverpool are going to sign today is Virgil van Dijk. And I think Liverpool fans, this is the one that we all want. This is certainly the one that I want more than any of the others. I think we need a strong centre-back. I don't want it to be that Liverpool have to go back in January and try and sign him then. We don't seem to do a lot of business in January, first and foremost, but it just seems mad that Southampton wouldn't sell him to us. I think, you know, I don't think with the way that we usurped Chelsea for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I don't think that Chelsea would be stupid enough to put a bid in on Virgil van Dijk when he said that he wants to come to Liverpool already and apparently personal terms are already agreed. It's a delicate situation now with Southampton and one that we need to navigate very carefully. But I think if we do it well, then we can sign Virgil van Dijk as well. Now, outgoings, I reckon there's not been loads of movement on this, but I think that Lazar Markovic will go out on loan come the end of the day. I don't think someone will buy him on actually buy him. I do think it'll be a loan deal. I've no idea where I'm hazarding a guess on this one. I think Mamadou Sakho will end up leaving the football club. You know, it's rumoured now that Crystal Palace have put a £23 million bid in for Mangala. I think that's trying to scare us into accepting a little bit less. I think they want Mamadou Sakho more than Mangala. I think it's known that Crystal Palace want Mamadou Sakho. I think they're trying to get Liverpool to lower the price, and I wouldn't be surprised if it worked. I wouldn't be surprised if we went to something like 25 million quid for Mamadou Sakho instead of the 30 that we've been asking for all summer long. And then finally, I think everybody probably knows this one. It's Divock Origi, Wolfsburg, £6 million loan fee, which could be a great deal for Liverpool. You know, we still obviously think that he's a good player. We don't want to sell him outright, but £6 million for a loan deal for a year seems to be really good business for somebody that we essentially signed for around about 10 million quid. Okay, there you go. They're my predictions for deadline day. We'll be back live when anything breaks, of course, with news, transfer news, of course. We'll also do a little show probably at the board later, looking at if we do sign players, how Liverpool could line up. So stay tuned all deadline day. I'm going to get straight into some of the comments now. We will pay £69,420,360 for Van Dijk, said Shea plays FIFA. Rick Grimes, £92 is ridiculous. I think £92 million is ridiculous. Aaron Briggs, get Lemar, best attack in the league. I think we've probably already got the best attack in the league. We've definitely got the best attack in the league if you add Lemar in that. Connor Robinson, just give them that money, which is cool and I totally agree with. Chris, we want to hear about how you got shot in Africa. I didn't get shot. I got shot at, oh yeah, you did say got shot at in Africa, said Liam Conway. Maybe that'll be on one of the news shows later on. Would you prefer Divock to go to a Premier League club, said Dor Sam? if we really believe that Divock Origi is going to play for Liverpool in the future, then yeah, absolutely. But I could also understand why you wouldn't want to give him to one of our rivals, like a Tottenham Hotspur or something like that. You don't want to end up making them stronger, even though he can't play against us. He can score important goals, which could, could harm us and stuff like that. Josh McGuinness, Army, Alexis Sanchez. It does seem crazy that we're not bidding for Alexis Sanchez. I mean, if he is on the move, I would have loved Liverpool to be in, because he just seems like the perfect top player for me. You know, look, listen, Thomas Lemar's a great player and he could be a great signing for Liverpool and stuff. I'd much rather Alexis Sanchez. That's my opinion. I'm sure there'll be people at the club who think exactly the same. Alexis Sanchez is a world-class footballer right now and he could be a massive difference maker. It doesn't look like it's going to happen though for us, does it? Which is a little bit gutting because it just doesn't look like we're into him, so that's strange, isn't it? Okay, we won't get Van Dijk, Chris, says Ant Malt. Well, listen, that's your opinion, and my opinion is that we've got a chance and we might just get Virgil van Dijk over the line. But you know what? Right now, it's deadline day. We've got around about 12 and 3/4 hours. You're in a strong position because we've not got long left to get it done. I hope, I believe, and I want it to be true that we will get Virgil van Dijk, though. Masaki Numajari, we have to sell Coutinho. We don't have to sell Coutinho. I mean, to be fair, if we were to get a bid of like 160 million quid, is he worth 160 million quid? Probably not. Would we get the same amount of money next season? Probably. So why not just get one more year out of him? But, you know, I have said it and I've said it before. I don't like players who put a transfer request in. It means they're not, their heart isn't at Liverpool. And if it was me in charge, I would have been selling Phil Coutinho when that bid came in and when he made that transfer request. But you know what, he's a great player. He is an absolutely fantastic footballer. You just don't know what's going on behind the scenes as well, do you? You know, and what I mean by that is not all the stuff that we've heard about with Barcelona and all of his representatives and all that type of stuff, but what type of pressure is he getting in his home life and stuff like that? You know, his wife, he's got young kids, do they want to move over to Spain? Are they putting pressure on him as well? I mean, you just don't know. Like, so I suppose what it comes down to is I'm reticent to call the guy an idiot, I'm reticent to call him a rat or anything like that, because we just don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Michael Garner, Chris, your cup is always half full, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Like when it comes to footy, yes. When it comes to the rest of life, no, not really. But yeah, absolutely. When we talk about football, Milesy, how's the mood at the minute, Chris? The mood is good. I'm still ill. It's been 6 or 7 days now, but I'm fighting through it, and I'm looking forward to deadline day. I've never been this excited about a deadline day, not since I was a young'un, like. You know, 34 years old now, and this is the best deadline day that I can remember, just because of what Liverpool are doing. You know, ever since Keita was announced on Monday, there just seems to be this real feel-good factor, and I'm not bothered that Chris Bascom's trying to be a bit of a buzzkill on it all and stuff. It's just great. Sam Brook, Chris, why do you think Virgil van Dijk is more likely than Lemar? Because we need a centre-back, because we absolutely do. Although I do think that if we were to sign Lemar, it would happen before Virgil van Dijk, because I think, you know, Lamar's having a game tonight, isn't he, for France and stuff like that, so I think we'd have to accelerate that one even more so. I know the rumours are that he's done his medical and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, I just think that that's the way it'll go. AGBH Payjack nudes for Ronaldo on deadline day. No. Chris, can we afford Lemar, the Ox and Virgil van Dijk, says Remo Maynard? I'm sure it'll be a massive struggle for Liverpool, but with the Keita money not coming out until next season, I think it is a possibility. You know, it might, you know, I'd hope it's not the case, but it might depend on like a sale of Sacco and stuff like that. But I'd hope that that's not the case, because ultimately we're Liverpool and we should have enough money to be able to do these. Attention, Coutinho is off, £140 million. Medical was done 2 weeks ago. Mark my words, says Farid Dino Omer. Virgil van Dijk will be a Liverpool player tonight. Lemar also happening. Sacco off. I've heard these rumours on Twitter and stuff, and I've not had anybody to say that that's the case. Is willing to put the reputation on the line. Now, as it stands, it is just Twitter people saying that this Coutinho deal was done 2 weeks ago, and I've heard a little bit more than that and stuff. And again, it's just rumours and conjecture at the minute. No one's putting the name to it. So as such, I can't believe it yet. That's not to say that it's not true and that it won't happen, but I do feel like right now that is just rumour and conjecture.
Chris Dobson says, should we keep Origi to maintain depth in the squad?
Not if he's not going to play. Listen, you can maintain depth in the squad all you want, but if If you're looking at playing one centre forward and it's Roberto Firmino, if you're looking at playing Daniel Sturridge as your number 2, if you're looking at playing Dom Solanke as your number 3, and you've got hope for Danny Ings as your number 4, then where does Divock Origi fit in? And does he fit in? That's the question. Does he play well as a lone centre forward for Liverpool? Has he really proved that he can do that job for any length of time? Right now, I'm not so sure. It's been a good year and a half since I think he performed for Liverpool. I think as a 2 up top, yeah, maybe. He's a good player, like. Don't get me wrong, he's a good footballer. But I just think that our style of football, the way that Roberto Firmino drops deep, picks the ball up, looks for those popping quick passes off and stuff like that, I just don't see that that's Origi's game. And that's not to say that he's a bad footballer. I think he'll go and have a great career. I think he'll score goals for whatever club he plays for, but I just don't think he's the right fit right now for Liverpool Football Club. And as such, what's the point in keeping him if he's not going to do a job? Like,
Serge Peterson, super chat. He said,
Oh.
Chris, if we sign Virgil van Dijk, I'll buy you a pint.
Go ahead. I'm up for that. Where? Where do you live? Where do you live, Tish?
Norway.
Norway. You can buy me a pint next time we're over there. I've been to Norway before. I've been to Oslo, and then I've been up to the Arctic Circle. I think it was Tromsø. Saw the Northern Lights up there. Like, did some dog sledding and stuff like that. All that mush stuff. Great. Absolutely great weekend. Long weekend over there. Great places, Norway. Frigging expensive, mind. Bottle of Corona, about £9. Absolutely ridiculous. Didn't drink much. Not that rich. Is Ox Milner's replacement perhaps Alexa Vujic? I'm not so sure. I mean, James Milner right now looks to be a midfielder again, doesn't he? I was certain that he was going to be that left back for us this season, but the way that we're playing right now, and with the inverted wingers and the full-backs bombing on and stuff, I think there might be times when Milner plays left back, but it does seem right now like we're really enjoying playing with those 2 attacking full-backs and those inverted wingers. Oxlade-Chamberlain, listen, you know, my opinion hasn't changed on Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think he's a very, very good footballer. I think he'll get better if he comes in and works under Klopp. I think he's got the drive. I think he likes to press naturally. I think he's got the determination to succeed. I think he's a really skillful player. He's really pacey as well. You have to look at that third Hoffenheim goal and the way the chance sprang out from midfield. You know, he was 70 yards deep when he ends up putting that goal away from the Roberto Firmino cross and stuff. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has the ability to do that as well. You know, get that, you know, put a really quick run in from midfield to join up with the attack and stuff. And I think he could add something extra to that midfield, and just because of his pace and stuff. And if we do play a little bit more counter-attack, then Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could be a very, very good player for us in that role. And I do think that he'll improve. I really do. I trust in Klopp. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. Chelsea don't, you know, the champions of England were after Oxlade-Chamberlain. Conte's got a good record in the market. He's a very good manager and he wants him. Jurgen Klopp wants him. 2 of the best managers in world football wanted Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Arsenal wanted to keep him. That's what Wenger said a couple of years ago. So you've got 2 of the best managers in the world in Conte and Klopp wanting him, and a formerly amazing manager who also wanted to keep him. So look, he's clearly a good player, isn't he? Okay, wow. I think we've got another super chat. Andre Voshful. Didn't you hear that Liverpool ain't buying anyone else? Anfield HQ reported it on Twitter that Liverpool not buy anyone. Listen, yeah, I know the guys behind Anfield HQ and stuff, like, and they're not in the nose or anything like that. They do just repeat what other journalists are repeating and stuff like that. Now they're very quick at it and they're very good at it and stuff. Now, Andre, just to go back to your comment, Liverpool might not buy anyone else, but then if the Liverpool might not buy anyone else, we've not announced Chamberlain yet, have we? So is that including that? Is that not? Is that excluding that? You know, it's very easy, as I say, to sit here now with 12 hours to go and say Liverpool might not buy anyone else, because the chances are that you're probably right. You know, we've got 2 very, very difficult deals to try and work through, and anything can happen in those. Listen, and again, base your opinions on the fullness of time. Once deadline day is gone, then get angry or then get happy about stuff, like, do you know what I mean? And right now, I, like most people, are just in the dark. And, you know, I said this was an opinion piece at the top of the show. This is my opinion. This is what I feel like Liverpool will do. It's not based on no knowledge or anything like that. It's just based on my feelings. And that might be a good thing or it might be a bad thing. But right now, that's the way that I feel. And I really do think that Liverpool are trying their hardest, and I have faith that Michael Edwards and the team can get these deals done. And you might not agree, and you might not disagree, and you might disagree, or you might be right yourself. You know what I mean? But right now, this is just the way that I feel. Have you got anything else, Si?
Yeah, we had another super chat from Young Z in New Zealand. Everyone's just underestimating how good the Ox can be. Imagine what Klopp can turn him into. Exciting prospect.
Yeah, young Z. I mean, I think you're spot on, mate. I really do. Like, I think, you know, this is a guy who hasn't had a run of games in his strongest position, or what he feels is his strongest position as well. You know, he's been playing well at wing back, both wing backs. He played well at midfield last season. We talked to Arsenal fans around the centre of the season. Oxlade-Chamberlain was the one guy that they all wanted to start in centre midfield every single week. You know, I remember talking to Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, and he was enthused about his performance in the centre midfield and stuff. And, you know, we've seen him play on the right wing, and we've seen him play on the left wing and stuff now. Young guy, still got lots of, you know, he's coming into the best years of his career. Right now, and you know, he'll be working for a manager who wants to make him improve even more, and I agree with you 110% that he'll be a really good player for Liverpool. Miles, imagine being an Arsenal fan having to look forward to Johnny Evans and your best player leaving to the people bitching about our transfer to the people bitching about our transfer window. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Rosie T says arms are looking very tanned and hunky. Payback nudes. Are you taking the piss, mate? They are white as and not. Okay, not hunky in the slightest. Chris, if you can only get either Lemar or Van Dijk, who would you get? Says Lemar Coleman. Virgil van Dijk, absolutely, 110%. Centre-back all the way for me. I think he'd be a massive, massive signing. Okay, we owe Southampton a couple of mil for the sale of Ox. How about telling them we'll only give it to them if they sell us Virgil van Dijk? Says Burma Baines. Yeah, just do it. I mean, that's going to get the Virgil van Dijk deal over the line, innit? Jamie J11, I wouldn't mind if we sell Coutinho because we could push for Lemar and Van Dijk, possibly better left-backs such as Danny Rose, as he isn't too happy at Spurs, and maybe a better goalkeeper. That's the other one, I suppose, isn't it? Is it the Roma players, Emerson, I forget how to say his surname and stuff, like the one who had the ACL injury? You know, there's rumours that Liverpool were still interested in him. That would be around about 20 million quid, and rumours were last night that we could potentially buy him and loan him back for a season and stuff, where make sure that he recovers. But I think that will be one that we keep an eye on and maybe look to get a deal done for January or next summer and stuff. So